Tonight is Louise Gebhardt. So Louise is one of those people who had psychic gifts from very early childhood. She used to see and visit with spirits as a little child, although her mother would tell her, there's no one there. As an adult, she's developed her gifts and has worked as a professional medium since the mid-1990s. Louise's passion is for mediumship, healing, and dowsing. She's trained as an Asha healer and also as a trance healer. She's taken courses and read extensively. An old trapper named Bill Atkins taught her dowsing. She is primarily self-taught under the instruction of her wonderful and wise guides. Louise has led a home circle for many years and has helped others develop their psychic gifts. She provides excellent leadership for the Soul Rescue Circle here at the church and began in the fall of 2006. Louise is a church member and she also gives private readings. And for messages tonight, you may not get a message from Louise tonight, but hopefully you can get a message from the reading that we did tonight, or a message from people that you're going to be speaking to after the service tonight. But Louise hopefully will also give you a reading as well. So please help me to welcome Louise Gebhardt.
I'm known as what's called an indirect medium, which means that I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story about someone. And if you can accept any part of it, I'd really appreciate you saying, hey, I can take that. If you can't take all of it, maybe there's parts of it you can take. And if it isn't necessarily for yourself, it could be for a family member or a friend of yours. Hey, open to just about anyone that comes along, basically, because we don't know exactly all the time exactly who's coming in and why they're here. That's to be determined once we connect to someone. I grew up with music, so music is a big part of my mediumship as well. And there's a couple coming in, a gentleman and a lady, and he's calling her a lady. It's his wife, but he is defining her as a lady. This gentleman had the love of this woman. He said he was the one that got chosen to have this lady in his life, to have his children, and to be a part of his life until the day that they both passed. And not every man would introduce their wives as a lady. They would say, this is my wife, but no, not this gentleman. So I believe I have a grandfather or a father and mother, grandmother, grandfather, or mother, father, depending on the age of the person in the audience. If the word love, I think it was written for this couple. They really had a nice connection, and everything was about her, his wife, the love of his life. Everything he did was for her. Can anyone understand or accept a relationship that they would know in their family, or someone maybe even as a friend of yours that you know that would be about? Can anybody accept it in any manner? I believe that he passed before she did, and she didn't hang around much longer. She left shortly after him. Can you understand that, love? Is this as your parents, hun? Okay. Can you understand the relationship, the love that was between the two of them, hun?
Yes.
The definition of lady was exactly the way he brought through, you know, so it was just, he gave me goosebumps when I was sitting there, and all of a sudden he's like, woo, there you are. And it's like, yeah, I'm here if you're ready. And he said that if it hadn't been for her, he wouldn't have been the man that he was. That's exactly what he talks about. Can you understand that he passed before she did? And that she passed not long after him? Can you understand that? 7 years, okay. I believe she struggled a bit at first with the loss of him, but I do believe that she knew, like so many of us do, that we will meet again at another time in another dimension, right? And I feel there was quite religious. There was religion in their relationship. Would you know that to be? Religion? They were religious?
Religious, but
Yeah, but not like what we called Bible thumpers back in the day, so to speak. But yeah, they believed it. It sounded, oh, wow. It's like my grandfather, he said, if you live by the 10 Commandments, he says you're doing good in life, right? And he was not a church-going man, but he knew basic rules, and that's what he taught his children and even his grandchildren. So this is the feeling that I have from... They're talking about your determination, love, right? That is like, yeah, this has happened to me, cancer's happened, this has happened, and it's like, here you are, and here you go. Each day, we're looking forward to changing the things that happened. And part of hers was the loss of her voice, which she's now working on through a lot of different means of healing. But they're saying that you are forced to be reckoned with. That you saying that no more, like, yeah, you got something for me? Come on, let's dance, so to speak, right? It's your determination. It's the way you look at it. And because of the upbringing that you had is the reason why you are and who you are. Some of us, they go on their way and they don't really pay much attention, but you did. Your family was and is very important to you. Can you understand that? All right, well, they're saying that powers that be, your time here is not done yet, so you've got a lot more to be doing. So they're saying you make sure that you put your boots on in the cold and put on your jacket and put a scarf on. Make sure you take care of yourself because you belong to us, is what they're saying. Can I leave that with you, love? Thank you very much.